What is up, everybody? Sorry about the delay there, trying to get some things operating appropriately. If you can see, we got a new little activation thing in there, so lets everybody, if you want to, you can run little mini dungeon things with each other in the top corner here. But anyways, welcome to the Strife of Aradiel. This is session 52 through Storm and Jaws, a title that our players have already expressed some concern about, but don't worry, they have nothing to worry about. As always with me, you all are perfectly safe. But we're not going to waste no time, since I've already wasted so much of your time. Let's go ahead and swing right into things here. What is up, everybody? How's it going?
Hello.
Oh no.
In here, for those of you who already hit one before, I'll activate the next one. So that way. The hard part, like I gotta resist the urge to oh. Hold on. I'm always doing something wrong. Anyways, sorry. So now everything is running properly. Finally. Why don't we get right into the game so we don't waste any more time here? Yeah, so last we left off, you all had finished your feast with the Conger and Alor, took care of some arrangements before finally making your way down to Glenfirth to deliver some sad news to the Arskanda there. Now, back aboard the ship, you all have started sailing your way west, heading towards the forbidden land of Cretvyrn. Now, it's not an extremely long distance there. You're looking at, with good winds, maybe a week or so before you are hitting the edge of the storm. Anything you want to cover in that time frame?
Do we actually know where we're going? We know ruins, but anything better than that?
As of right now, so far you haven't gotten much information as far as any kind of actual map or directions when you finally reach the Forbidden Lands. But again, that's mostly because not really much of no such thing really exists. There haven't really been any who have explored there and come back to spread any landmarks.
Ira, do you have any way to narrow our search down? Not knowing what we're going to encounter, we could find ourselves searching for months.
I could attempt to scry again, though that could be opening us up to being monitored in a different way.
That's a good point. Probably a bad idea.
I think we were double checking as well. Any advantages? Don't currently see any in the previous notes there. Oh no, there was one for Finvar I don't recall you using that I see last session.
I think I used it.
Did you use that? Okay, there's a memory trigger that wasn't used. And of course, Plem gave me a disadvantage, so I'm still sitting on that for the next roll. But otherwise...
Thank you, Pleb.
All right, so about a week, and then again, at this point, you all are sailing through the air in your ship here, off in the great distance, even from here, high up in the clouds, far ahead whenever there is some clearing of air. You can already see the swirling vortex that is the storm that surrounds that great mysterious continent.
I think, with lack of a better information, I'd like to cast augury every day and have it just ask a question, the wheel woe type question. If we head this direction, are we more or less likely to find our? Are we more likely to find our destination ruins that we seek? And that way, we can kind of triangulate as we travel and help the ship captain give an azimuth check. That's basically what I'm
Okay.
saying is
Yeah,
ask a
yeah, yeah,
question
for
each
sure.
day, do an azimuth.
So on the first day, what exactly is the wording for that first question there?
If we begin travel on this azimuth, and for lack of a better um, landmark, say the dead center of the continent of Cretvyrn, the Forbidden Land, will we be closer to our destination of desired destination of the ruins to lift the curse? And that if it's a wheel, that means we're on roughly on the right track. If it's a woe, it means we need to adjust one side or the other.
Okay. Okay. So and just to clarify, make sure I'm understanding the question. So you're kind of
Sure.
saying if you start off from where? I didn't really catch where you're looking to start from.
Sorry, from the center of the continent, because we don't know anything about the continent at all. And saying it's going to be about a week, that means maybe 7 casts. So I don't expect us to get perfectly, but since we could be searching for months over this entire continent for these ruins, which we don't know where they are, using the augury spell as an azimuth check. If it's a woe, that means we're off azimuth and generally traveling in the wrong direction. So we move, 20 degrees to the right. And if on track, then we're good. And if we're off track, then we move 20 degrees to the left.
So heading in, kind of moving straight towards the center there,
Ooh.
you're getting a wheel.
Okay. Yeah, keep on keeping on, Captain Book, until we get a negative answer from the augury, and then we'll know we're generally on the right track, because we don't exactly know what we're looking for other than when we get close.
All right, and I don't know if I already said, but there's an advantage for Ira in there as well. And anybody else got anything they want to cover in that for that first day there?
How's my egg doing? My baby.
The egg is doing well. It's still getting warm, and at this point in time, you're noticing a lot more activity with it. Before it wasn't much more than a soft stone, but now every so often you feel a little shake, a little tremble to it.
Okay. I'm excited to have a new member of the family.
All right. Day 2 comes. Repeating the same question there if you head straight on.
Same question. And as long as it comes back wheel, we're on generally the right heading. And if it comes back woe, then we move one side or the other.
Okay. On that second day, as you continue drifting on there, the winds push in a degree or two either way as you all travel. On the second day, you do get a woe. Are you
Then
diverting
north?
how many
north or south?
degrees in north or west?
Yeah, just tell Captain Book, based on his expertise, I would say maybe since we're 6 days out, divert maybe 20 degrees or so based on, but, leave it up to him because he's the expert, obviously. And he can choose one way or the other, because if we choose one way and then I cast the augury the next time and it's a wheel, we've chosen right. If we chose wrong, then we divert 40 degrees the next day, because it's a binary, right? It's a binary.
Right.
Right, wrong. Using a little bit of math in D&D.
Math in my D&D. Oh, I gotta drop out of this campaign then.
What's that, Jasper? Math? Map?
So with that, he diverts you all. Keeping in mind that as you guys are getting closer, the winds are picking up more and more. So too much and you all be fighting against the winds, which is concerned could cause undue damage to the ship. So trying to keep it as much within the stream you are traveling while also diverting, he turns it about 12 degrees north. Anybody else anything for that day?
We do have a couple things we haven't told the captain about yet. Torin, TC was making something. I had the Bastion make a lantern of revealing for the deck of the ship to donate to the ship, and that's a magical lantern that, when unshuttered and burning, it will reveal any invisible creatures. So more of a defensive thing for the soldiers, sailors of the airship, to make sure that they feel safe, because we don't know what we're heading into. And I think Torin or TC was making something for the ship as well.
Okay, for the lantern, what's the range on it?
It's not very big. I think it's 60 feet. Let me
60
just double
feet.
check that. Yep. It's just something for in case we encounter something that we can't explain. We can the sailors can light it up and help out a little bit.
Well, of course they take it gladly, though. Captain Book does ask, "Oh, could be mighty useful. Do you recommend that we put it towards the front so that we might see something incoming, or perhaps directly on the deck, so nothing too sneaky might make it aboard?"
Sure. And to clarify, I was incorrect. While the light is 60 feet, bright 30 and dim for 30, the invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the bright light, which is 30 feet. So,
30 feet.
Captain, this is your ship, and this is a gift to the ship, so wherever you think is best.
Well, I suppose we'll hang it from the mast then. Last thing we need is someone sneaking aboard and start taking chop at it. So he goes over and has somebody go over and nail it directly in so it's hanging nicely positioned right on the opposite side of the ladder steps leading up the mast. All right, and then Torin, you had something as well?
Yeah, actually, I had to look back at what it was. It's the anchor thing, right?
It is the anchor, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we worked on a Qualls Feather token anchor for the airship. So, it's just basically the device will, if used for the next 24 hours, the vessel can't be moved by any means. Touching the anchor to the vessel again ends the effect. When the effect ends, the token disappears.
Okay.
So either an anti-theft device or anti-crash device if it's about
Yeah.
to crash into something.
All right. So that's set somewhere appropriately.
How many days have we been? How many days since we had left Midway?
This is day 2 since you all are leaving Midway.
Wait, how long did it take us to get from Midway to Glenfirth?
My bad. So it was about just over a week to get from Midway to Glenfirth, and then this is day 2 from there. So you guys are just over almost 2 weeks since you left home.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Since we are heading to Cretvyrn, and remembering, I forget who mentioned. Remembering who is not my strongest part, but remembering that we had those time dilations as we were in the Fristfell area, at around the end of this day, I would reach back out to Runa back in Midway to see how long we had been away in her perspective.
So when you get a response for her, she says the same thing. It's been about 2 weeks. You all have noticed that the time ripples that occurred from your guys' adventure back in Fristfell have very much slowed down. They're not gone entirely, but they've reduced down to less ripples, more bubbles here or there that Alor had told you guys is kind of popping up from place to place, but even those are brief.
On a side note, to finish the Weave Maker shield, Jasper is spending the days crafting a 5th level spell scroll, but it takes 25 days to craft one scroll, so my whole days are taken up.
All right. Still aside from the will and woe.
Correct, yeah, because that's just a single action spell cast. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else for day 2?
I was gonna do something through the entirety. Like, just if it takes a long time, then I'd spend
Yeah.
basically all my time work. It's more of a flavor thing. It doesn't change anything, but basically just attaching the stone of controlling earth elementals to the back of the gauntlets of elemental absorption. Basically, just a quick access or a quick way to use it combat if needed, instead of having to pull it out of my pouch.
Okay.
So I work on just kind of attaching to the back of the gauntlet, because I think it has sort of like a round, flat base to the rock, if at least
Yeah.
the images show.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really much more of a flavor thing than anything. So, just minor tinkering, something you've gotten better and better at as you've been adventuring. So, yeah, might take you a day or 2 to get it put on there properly to the way that you want it to be, but still very doable.
What's
And with
Aylar
that-
Varn doing this trip?
So, in the time that you've seen him, he's spending most of his days sitting at the very front of the ship there, watching out with a long spyglass that he pulls out from his sleeve there, or sitting reading a book and taking notes vigorously. But he's done very little as far as speaking unless someone approaches him directly. All right. Anything else? All right. On the 3rd day for Will and Woe, that one does come in with the wheel.
Got lucky or chose the right direction. Continue on.
Continue on. Day 4. Another wheel.
How much is it the travel going, Jasper?
Are you asking Dad if we're there yet?
Are we there yet? Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. 5th day comes a woe.
Is there like a
That-
crow's nest or anything?
There
the
is.
ship?
There is at the very top of the ship there.
I would
Top of the
climb up
mast
there.
kind of goes up through the center of the large, overhead blimp there, and then up through the top.
Yeah, I would climb up there and using the new rifle with the scope, just looking, helping navigate by looking up in the crow's nest with the new
So
rifle.
climbing up through this thing, once you get past that little opening at the bottom, it is insanely hot on the inside. It's got to be, well over 100 degrees, if not higher. So you're left sweating more from the temperature than even the exertion as you're climbing through it and then getting to the top there, top the crow's nest. Now, somewhat almost like driving, Corvette or whatever. You got a lot of vehicle in front of you there, so it blocks off a lot of that lower section angle. But far off in the distance, peeking through the scope, you can see still very far away, but just that constant storm going, lightning, heavy winds. Beyond that, the scope can't quite pierce the veil.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll keep doing that and just helping with the navigation for the captain.
Risen.
Okay, and then on the sixth day,
Sounds so biblical.
Oh no! And
Yeah.
on the sixth day,
and on
God
the sixth
said,
day, on the sixth day comes a woe. He continues to adjust course. And then finally, as day 7 comes, you all find yourselves piercing directly into the storm itself. And just as you pass through, there is no... It's almost like just hitting a sudden pocket of pressure. The winds pick up almost instantly, lightning striking everywhere, rain pouring down to where you step up onto the deck there. You're almost immediately soaked as it comes through these dark, just horribly dark clouds. No way of telling exactly how far from one end to the other, how far the storm goes. Visibility, if you do manage to make it through the rain and the heat and everything up to, back to the crow's nest to see onwards, you can't see much further than the very end of the ship just from the lights that are set up around it. You all find yourselves aboard the ship.
No.
For
I don't
days,
like this change of map.
the captain himself expressing some concerns as navigating through this storm is all but impossible. One moment the compass seems to be facing just fine, then suddenly spinning erratically out of control. He's not sure if it's from the lightning or something else throwing it off, but constant readjustments to the course are being made until one of these evenings or days, it's hard to even tell. Every so often you see a gleam of light coming in overhead. The ship has tried to climb higher to get over the storm, but hasn't seemed to find any clearing, even at its maximum altitude. The light that comes in, it's impossible to tell if it's sunlight or moonlight. And one of these times, the storm comes in insanely violent that day. Winds begin tossing the ship every which way. All hands on deck are called into action. The men are working furiously, grabbing ropes. They call you all into attention as the ship is being thrown about. Violent wind wrenches the helms as 2 control lines snap free. You can see the sails on either end start whipping frantically at either side. Now, the way this little exercise is going to go here, there are some things about to go down just to make sure you guys understand how this will all play out here. As things go one way or the other, it'll be up to you all to respond or not. And depending on your response and how many of you respond to it, as these things pile up. If you respond to one thing, you cannot respond to the next. And so it's kind of going to be determined off that. So first off, the first emergency comes as those control lines snap. 2 of them flailing off in either direction. The sails going half limp, and you can see they no longer have that tautness to them as the ship begins to leer to one side. What are you all doing?
where are these control lines? Like,
So those are running off of kind of you can see where the ropes are running down from the sails on the large ones off at the front end of the ship there. And there's one running off on either side of them.
Okay, I'll go running then and try to grab the rope and use myself as a mastile
All right.
to hold it.
One other thing we need here. I need everybody give me 2 d20s. We are going to pre-establish these. This is your guys' pool of action for this challenge here. You can use your own or you can use somebody else's roll. We got a 20. Oh, 20, 15 and 18? Or 15 and 8.
15 and an 8, yep.
All right. See a 12 and a 5. 3 and a 9. Oh, did I miss one? Oh yeah.
And a
I
3
didn't
and 8.
see.
Yeah, and mine is 3 and 8.
Here's this 3 and 8. Oof,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
man.
little concerned.
I'm going to roll my important die as well, so he can ignore this roll.
All right. All right. So Finvar, you're running in there. Are you trying to grab? You're grabbing one of the ropes here. This is going to be an athletics check. So you have a 15, 8, 12, 5, 3, 9, 3, and 8 to pick from.
I have to pick from this.
Pick one of those and add your. I'm gonna put it in the chat here.
Well, shit. I'm going to use then. I'm going to be, I'm going to be selfish and use the best one. Rather the worst one because I
You're
don't
gonna
have any good.
You're gonna use the 15.
Yeah, and that's I did the 20 plus 5 for my
That's
athletics.
gonna be a 20. All right. So it gives you enough to grab hold of one of those ropes, pull it tight. As the other one slings by, grab it as well. When you hold on to that one, get the other rope. Two of the crewmen over on the top of the ship run over. As you're holding them as tight as you can, using every bit of your strength, hold it together like Samson on either side. And they're tying the ropes back off the line there, securing them tight before it lets loose there. At which point, a jolt of lightning strikes across the very top there. The whole ship shakes. A sudden gust of wind comes down, almost a twisting half funnel cloud overhead starts pushing the ship down hard. You can see the ship itself is plunging downwards, and one of the ballast controls in the back of the ship there comes loose. It's unable to fight against the wind that's forcing it down. Who's going
cast
to
a
deal?
spell.
Certainly try.
Okay. I'd like to cast Wall of Force, but I'd like to tag it to the, or tie it to the top of the mast, but have it on a 45-degree angle relative to the ship, so that when the wind hits the Wall of Force, it slides to the side, so that instead of having it flat, it would still push the ship down. But if it's angled, the wind would hit the Wall of Force and slide off.
I could do the other side.
Like a roof.
Like a roof, yeah.
What? Hold on. What?
How big is the ship, by the way?
It's a pretty large ship. The ship itself is... count squares here.
I've got 10-foot panels to work with, so
I could also do it too.
yeah.
So it
So
basically-
not
we
include.
could double
So if
it.
we're just talking about the deck itself, the deck runs about 100 feet.
Sure. So I'll go one side. If you want to take the other, like a peaked roof,
We'll connect
wind
it,
will
yeah.
push off the sides.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll use Wall of Force 2 to basically mirror his on the other side to.
So I'm gonna need an Arcana check from both of you to make that little twist on that spell work there.
Sure.
I think
We're
I was
using
making
now
it too easy, did you?
Spaniels today, right?
Question for you
What's up?
as we roll these. Are the pool of echoes available?
For this particular, since you guys found a whole loophole around my whole system here, with your magic, which I guess makes me the dumbass for not thinking about magic in this situation. But yes,
Okay.
you
Not
can
that we
use a pool
needed
of
it,
echo.
I rolled a 22.
and I rolled
22?
a
All right.
30.
30. All right. So, crafting it perfectly there, it gives you enough to ship. The wind starts pushing it back up. It starts climbing again. The wind itself channeling through, almost giving it a bit of a boost, as you can feel it catching up speed enough to where you got to grab onto the railing there just to keep your footing. At this point, it's starting to pick up a little bit too much speed as it's quickly climbing higher and higher. Are you guys holding that spell? Just gonna keep on rocketing up?
Well, it only lasts a minute. So,
All right.
It lasts 10 minutes.
oh, sorry, 10 minutes. Yeah, enough to, yeah. I mean, we're probably going to be going through this gale for a while. So,
And I can cast it again.
yeah. We'll hold on to it as long as it's safe.
All right. As you guys continue climbing higher and higher, eventually reaching up until some of those higher up, thicker, darker storm clouds overhead, when a bolt of lightning comes through. This one striking dead on, hitting against the ship, damaging the rigging lines and leaving one of the great sails coming loose and whipping around uncontrollably. This is cut loose, basically the massive blimp at the center wrapped around the actual mast there. It's coming loose and starting to slip upwards, even as the ship accelerates, kind of climbing along that pole there. So need someone to go up, get hold of the line and
I already got
re-secure it.
some.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I wild shape into a bear to climb up there and try and grab onto it?
Yeah, you can wild shape and then using one of our rolls here, and you can add your acrobatics to it,
I gotta check what the bear's modifier is then in that case.
or acrobatics or your athletics.
Okay, what rolls are available?
Right now you still have a 3. You have 2 3s, a 5, 8, 8, 9, and 12.
Well, the bear's strength is only a +2, so I think I'll take the 12 for a 14.
12 for a 14. All right. Continue climbing as quickly as you can up there, managing to get a hold of the rope just in time as it's swinging violently there in either direction, barely reaching out with one bare claw and grabbing hold of it, securing it down below, but it's still not fully on there. It's kind of like you're holding on to a massive balloon and holding on to the ship it's supposed to be attached to as it's trying to separate. You need someone down at the bottom to resecure it. Who's going for that?
I can go re-secure it
All right.
using my my teacher tools.
actually-
Kinda,
You can't. You're still maintaining and setting up everything for the last spell. So, available right
will-
now.
I go running then. If the
Alright.
ones did tie my rope, I'm
Finvar.
running to the. And
Which
now
one-
I'm going to be selfless, and I'm going to pick the lowest roll.
The lowest roll. So you're taking a 3
Yeah,
plus your athletics,
which is an 8.
an 8. So, grabbing hold of that and trying your best to pull it over there. You got Ira at the top, still in bear form, trying to angle it for you to get a proper hold of the rope down beneath you. You grab hold, but the wind is too much. It rips. You guys can hear a sudden snap as the actual balloon itself smashes against the main mast and starts tearing up the line there. By the time you manage to pull it anywhere at all, there's a massive gaping tear at the top and bottom end of the mast. You can see it starting to deflate Only the other ropes holding in position are the only reason it's staying attached at all to be at this point. And now as you all keep going further, still climbing up further and further, suddenly the thick clouds fill the entire ship there. Barely any visibility. There's a sudden second strike that hits the back mast. A chunk comes flying down, smashes, knocking over both Captain Book at the helm and smashing through and taking out the actual helm itself. The entire rod is gone. All that's left revealing the chains underneath controlling the direction of the ship. Who's going to help deal with that and how?
Is
Are we
this
free?
after the 10 minutes after our spell's done, or is it just still on iRun?
You guys at this point are free to move. So right now with those two on the last one, it's got to be either Torin or Jasper.
Well, I don't know if this is going to work very well, but I will cast Summon Construct. And it's since I saw Fine Stamp's constructs flying around and operating around in his castle, I took some of his ideas and learned the spell Summon Construct as my summon spell. So I'll cast that and I'll cast that into the ship where the broken chains are and have the constructs try to hold the chains steady.
Okay. Do you have a stat block for these constructs by chance?
Let me check.
Once you have a stat block there, pick a roll and give me their athletics to add to it as they try to hold on.
Yep, they have a strength of 18. I'm just going to use my 15 Portent die. Is that okay?
The Portent die is fine for your casting, but this being based off of the construct actually holding it, it's going to have to be one of our pre-rolls there.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just choose, I guess, one of the 8s. So it's not going to be great. 12.
This is like the perfect time to have an artificer, like TC1, just giving everybody +5s to everything.
Yeah.
All right, and so it's 8 and plus what's his
+4.
+4? It's coming with a 12. All right. Now, aside from that, he's trying his best to hold on to either end of it, clamping on to both sides of the steering chain there, trying to twist it, but visibility is still too dark to even see which way to go. If not for the occasional tilting, can't hardly tell whether you're standing up straight or not. It's going to need some direction. So, who's going to offer some perception there and how?
Since I had already climbed up, could I attempt to help guide?
You are still doing your best to hold on and keep the actual blip itself from tearing away what's left of it.
I guess at least the least perceptive person in this group.
You have to do it, Doran. It's you.
It is me.
All right. So,
Uh,
and are you trying to make it to the front of the ship, or are you climbing back up to the crow's nest?
I feel like if I went to the crow's nest, it'd be hard to shout in this chaos. So I'll be towards the front.
Gonna head off to the front there. All right, and then we have 3, 5, 8, and 9, plus your perception.
I can use tactical mind for this, right? Like
If
it adds to my ability checks.
yeah, yeah. If you have something to add on to it, you can do that.
Okay, I will take the 5 with a +4, which makes it 9, and then I'm gonna roll a d10 on top of that, which is 6. So that is going to be 15. Is that
15.
right? Good math.
All right.
Yeah, good math.
So, with that, as you look forward ahead there, he's doing his best to steer. Keep in mind, this steering column is a bit more complicated than any basic ship, as it's handling left, right, up, down, tilt, all these things. As you suddenly can see, as you all, the ship still rising upwards, getting just a glimpse of something off ahead, something large flying towards the ship. With that, giving you just enough time to heed a warning. Turns. Let's see what's here. Okay. Turns quickly. This thing smacks against the side of the ship. You can hear the crunching of the hull as the whole ship suddenly shakes and trembles. The rest of the overhead blimp there rips off, and you can see as it flies off behind you as the ship begins to plummet. Your guys' wall of wind, fortunately, gives just enough resistance to help slow it down until finally, as it turns, the spell, passing its time, fades away. All that's left are the kind of partial sails there to ease it into somewhat of a glide, though the winds still throw it in every which way. Suddenly, the last thing you all hear is a as it breaks into the water. Waves come directly overhead, the vicious sea throwing the ship every which way. Suddenly, as you all get some of your bearings back, continue to drift here.
Guys, what just happened to the sail? Torwin?
First thing
Sorry.
is head count of the crew. Make sure everyone's accounted for.
Oh yeah, we can repair a broken sail, but we cannot repair a broken crew.
Ugh.
Ira, are you okay up there? Up there?
Yeah.
The sea's rather brave. Did you guys saw those waves?
Why? Is Ira still up there holding this?
I imagine Ira's a bear up there just holding on as tightly as he can.
I'll cast Featherfall on him as it come down.
Is it still storming? Are we still on rough seas?
So, with this, the storm is much lighter here. You can see just behind you the worst of it is back there. The clouds have gone from a deep black to more of a kind of dark gray and slightly getting lighter as you go. The crew themselves, most of them seem banged up but no worse for wear, aside from Captain Book, who's still unconscious, lying back in the corner by the helm. Ship is almost in a half kind of drift. The crewmen are working, trying to get the sails set, not for the skies, but just to sail on the sea here. When you all feel the ship kind of start moving in the rough water again. Off to the right side, you can see the water seems to ripple up high, almost like a wave, but it never breaks. Lowers again. And the ship, something shakes it. Just in the water, you can see a line of something moving. Something massive. And then finally, see that line move out, spin, and start heading back directly for the ship.
It's coming. Bear. Grab something. don't fall to the water.
Did I already fall down?
Yeah, you
the
fed.
what, no?
He did a feather fall on you as you came back down there.
Did I turn
Now
back?
you all
into
see
Ira?
the water begin to rise again. First thing you see are what almost look like jagged rocks rising up. And then soon enough you realize those aren't rocks. Those are spikes. The spikes on the back of what looks to be a massive shell. And as it continues to rise, the mouth of what can only be described as the fiercest and most massive turtle you've ever seen in your life.
I was right.
And it heads straight for the ship.
Wow.
Is Ira still a bear?
No, I dropped the wild shape.
Okay. If you're nowhere close, I'm gonna give. I'm gonna beckon you for healing, but if you can't see or hear me, I'm gonna give Captain Book a potion of healing.
If we're all somewhere in the middle of the ship, I should be able to get over to you. I don't see why not.
All right. And then, just for the sake of me getting something, make sure everything's ready
boy.
here, we're going to take a short break and give our players time to strategize against me.
Oh boy.
Probably not the best idea on my part, but you know, I'm a nice guy like that. And then we'll get
God, I
right
think it's
back to it.
colossal.
It is. All right. So we will be right back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it. That was a little bit of a different thing there. I was trying something out. I'm going to say mixed results on myself, but hey, you know, sometimes you got to try shit. All right. Anyways, we will be right back, and then we'll get right back into the terror. BRB. I see you there, Haley, waiting for us. What's up? We are back. Make sure we're back. All right, we're back. And yes, all hell is breaking loose. Let's get our jam music going on here. Now,
Oh,
with that, let me pull up my encounter here. Let's go ahead and whenever it freaking loads, let's get some initiative rolls, everybody.
I'm gonna use
Finbar
heroic.
coming in
Can I use
strong.
heroic inspiration for this?
I'm going to use luck. Just for mine.
All right.
I have 4 now.
And
That's
Ira,
weird.
don't forget you have a advantage.
Yay! Advantage gave me a 9 instead of a 7.
Well,
I think the last time I played Torin and I rolled an initiative, I think I rolled a 3 as well the first time.
I think you're right. Either a
But-
3 or 2. Like
Yeah.
really damn low for Torin.
all right. So with that, this thing is quickly rushing in towards the ship. And Torin, you are up first.
Okay, 90 feet. I think that's like, I think if I jump over, so that's 10 feet right there. Yeah, I'll just stand on the cannon, screw it. And I think it's just within range of the revolver to not make it disadvantage.
All right.
And I'm going to use a luck dice for my first shot. Actually, so the gray is, so 30 feet is like the max range, right? And then 90 is up. So just, I have this backwards.
Not yeah, 90 is it's so if you're using the revolver, then 90 is the max range where
It's just, okay, so it's disadvantage.
it's
from 30
disadvantage
to
with
90.
that.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
so I have disadvantage, so I'll use luck to balance it, make it normal roll. There we go. Cool. I'll check it off. Alright, take a shot. 18, I think that misses probably.
18 does not hit.
Second shot. Use another luck dice. 30 to hit.
30 hits.
I gotta mark another luck dice off. Alright. This will be 16 points of, what was my gauntlet on? I think it was acid damage.
16 points of acid.
Mhm.
Check for
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark, because I forgot to do that. So, use Hunter's Mark, and now that I hit, I get advantage for hitting, so it's a normal roll still. And let's see. No, let's make this a menacing attack. This shot.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Beauty.
So that's
Oh,
okay. Hold on. There's a lot of dice. So 10 maximum, so 10 damage for that. Then 10 damage for the superiority dice. So it's 20. That's 6 for the Hunter's Mark, so that's 26. And then that is, and then I now roll. So that's 26 plus 7, so that is 33. Plus 7 for my proficiencies and all that, so that is 40. 40 points of damage.
40 total. Nice. All right. Decent hit as you start firing off there. The first one goes a little wide. You can see it explode against the water there. The second shot strikes him, kind of just scrapes a little bit above his nose there, but the last one hits hard and bursts off one of the spikes coming off beside his neck. He lets out a nasty roar before dipping its head halfway into the water there. Anything else?
You're muted.
You're muted if you're talking to
It's a menacing attack, so it should be a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Wisdom, which with a 6 it fails.
So he is
Or
frightened
excuse
of
me,
me.
with a 12 he fails. Frightened of you. Okay.
He is frightened of me, so don't think he can move towards me.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm glad to have
Alright.
you going back.
And then I'll use my second bonus action
How long does that frighten last?
What?
until the end of my next turn.
All
Or is
right.
it, it's let me see, double check. I think it says end of my next turn or the start of my next turn. At the end of my next turn is how long it lasts. And then I'll use my second bonus action to use the ring. To use the bonus action to create 2 chunks of metal that orbit around me. So mirror image, metal version.
All right.
That'll end my turn.
So with that, do you have any metal there? 2 of the cannonballs sitting at the ready beside you float up and start orbiting around you. All right, and Finvar, you're up.
Okay, I'll go running to this side of the deck and say shouting, Okay, everyone who's not fighting, go inside the ship. And I'm going to cast on myself Seal of Faith. Oh, right, I cannot cast 2 level spells, right? In the same turn.
Yeah, if it's you can't cast two. You can't use 2 spell slots in the same turn. So
Right.
if one of them, if you have another way to cast it, you can. But otherwise, no.
Okay,
ring.
I'm going to do it anyways, yeah, because I have it on the ring. So I'm going to
There you
use
go.
it with my bonus action on the ring, which is I have Seal of Faith.
All right.
So I have 27, 8, no, 25 AC now, just like
Good
all
God.
times. And then I'll
Ridiculous.
summon something. I'm going to cast Find Steed, but the variant is also like all times. I'm going to summon Pinky, which is my pink dolphin.
Sweet.
Yes.
So, and without seeing her, I'm going to jump into the water, diving with my egg, a strap on me, ready to fight.
All right.
Well, and then Pinky is going to take his turn, which is going to move me. I think is 60 feet. So I'm going to move right in front of the lion turtle, like soaring with Pinky. And that's it. I'm going to stay there, just in case, making myself a good target.
All right. Well, with that, as Torrens menacing shot put the fear on him, you come zooming in towards him. He turns quickly, bringing over.
Just-
Go ahead.
I was just saying disadvantage because he's frightened.
Okay. Going snapping in. First snap with the jaws there. That is going to come in with a 26 to hit, which will hit at disadvantage. Oh, yes.
Jesus.
And it's going to do... That is going to do 20 piercing. Plus another 9 fire damage. Snaps at you again. That one comes in with a 21. That's not going to hit. And it turns, swings a tail at you. And that one comes in with a 15 and is not going to hit. And from there, as it turns, begins lowering itself and drops down below the water.
Is it like going out of my range? I can opportunity attack.
It is. Do you have an opportunity attack there? While you're making that one, what is up, Plem Daddy? What is up, everybody? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for the raid so much, Plem. You guys can't see. He just went below the water there, but
Oh,
they are
wow,
currently
I'm
fighting
rolling.
a massive fucking dragon turtle here.
With Hunter's Mark, I still know exactly where he's at. Correct.
The opportunity attack is at 21 to hit.
21 to hit. 21 does hit. Hunter's Mark, yeah, I believe it does give you its general location there.
Yeah. Cool.
It's going to be 11 radiant damage.
11 radiant.
Come here, you turtle. Careful, he's going to the ship.
All right. And that'll bring us over to Ira.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to. Let me just make sure I did count that properly. Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement and the chrono ring to fly out and hover out here. And can I attempt to locate where this dragon turtle has fled to beneath the waves?
Give me a perception check.
All right. 23.
23. With the 23, You can see just a little bit south of where Finvar currently is. You can see just the very tip of one of his spikes there breaking through the water as it's submerging down, kind of like a dorsal fin.
Guys, it's attempting to swim around the bottom of the ship, or around the back of the ship. And with that, I am going to launch a guiding bolt at it in an attempt to make it glow so it's easier for everybody else to see. And I'm going to roll that. Oh, I'm guessing a 17 misses.
17 does not hit.
Ah. It's over in that area, guys. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Jasper, you're up.
I was attending to the captain. How is he looking? Is he alive or still unconscious?
Oh, that's right. So you're back here with him. He is alive. He just took a nasty bump to the head there with the potion that you went over and fed him. It's enough to kind of get him back too, but he's still very groggy.
Okay. Well, as long as he can move and take charge of his crew, or his crew can, if he's got a first mate, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
so
so
since I
fellow
can't
right off
see
to his
the-
side here.
Okay. I think I should also move out and draw fire. So what I'll do is, with my bonus action, I will, actually with my action, I'm going to cast a mirror image on myself. And that's using my, no, I'll cast that as a spell, because as with my magic initiate feat, I'll use a spell slotless cast of jump to cast that on the captain, so he has some mobility around the ship.
Cast and jump on him. Okay.
Yep, jump on the captain, so he can be the captain, take charge of his crew, and then I'll just all I will do is move off the ship, flying as well. If I can take my character off, I'm just going to move 40 feet left on the map as soon as I get the map. I had to refresh, so.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Which will bring us with that. As you're doing so, the captain, he stands back up. He gathers himself as best as he can and leaps over towards the center. Starts yelling for his men there. Everyone, inside now! Down to the lower decks! As most of them begin running in. Not you two, get to the cannons! Two of them take their spots over at the cannons as the rest of the crew runs down into the lower decks there, except for the two on the cannon and his first mate there, who the two of them do their best quickly working, trying to get control back over the ship. Let's see, they've taken some very basic riggings that they have there and set it up so where it's not quite as takes a bit more work than normal, but where they're able to steer once again as the rest of them run down to the lower deck. And Alor rushes his way down as well. And then
Powerful wizard is running.
That's a sign.
you all seem to have this. All right, Torrin, you're up.
Damn you, old man!
Okay, with Hunter's Mark, I guess I have a general idea where he's at. Where on the map is he currently at?
So
Right over here?
you're filling him off in this general direction here.
Okay. We fly over 30 feet. Do I see his general vicinity? Like underwater? Can I see him underwater?
Give me a perception check.
21.
21. So you can see kind of just the very large kind of dark spot under the water.
Okay, so he's about 50 feet away from me, I guess. Away.
Correct.
So I'm gonna switch the ammunition to the harpoon bullets I made a very long time ago, and then multiply of water.
Ooh, that's that. I'm glad you brought that up because I wasn't going to.
And if I need to use a bonus action for it, I'll use a bonus action for it. To switch to ammunition. But since he's still
No,
out of
you're good.
range,
You have the gunner feat, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I see it. No different than reloading.
So I hit him last time, so it gives me advantage, but it's still disadvantage for how far I am. I will take a shot with the harpoon bullet, and we'll make it another menacing attack.
All right,
That misses, so 16.
that is a miss
Okay.
as it launches down, hits the water, and curves off around it.
I will take another shot. At disadvantage. Oh, that's a 2, so I think that's going to miss.
And that is gonna miss.
So, last shot. It's a 19.
Does not hit.
I am missing. This is crazy. Well,
How is it possible?
that was my turn.
All right, Finvar, you are up.
Okay. Did I hear a shout where the thing swam to? Like the direction?
He gave you the general direction there. Give me a perception check to try to get a better eye on him there.
Okay, that's 17.
17. Under the water there, you're not quite getting a clear eye on him.
Okay. So I'll make Pinky make the call and move me. I'm going to dive, hold my breath, and dive into the water, 60
Diving
feet
under?
under the ship. Here, do I see his sides here, like any more clear than before?
Give me 1 second. You all will be right back here.
Oh, where the ship go? Where the ship went?
And under the water there, you can see him just off in the distance
Ooh.
there under the ship.
It's running away from the ship.
It's not running away
Well,
from the ship.
Yeah, it's circling. Okay, so I'll.
I love the little shadow you put it right here.
That is
All
so
small
awesome.
details.
Risen is
You know me,
best DM.
I like a little flare.
I have still 60 feet from Pinky, which is going to dash. So I'm going to put myself. Well, I'm going to go directly to it, 60 feet more.
Alright,
Dashing Pinky, and then I'm going to attack twice.
go for it.
For Sunblade,
You can attack twice, but
Is
can
that-
you hit once?
21 to hit with the Sunblade.
21 will hit.
So that's going to be. Oh, perfect. 10 damage. Radiant. And I'm
That's-
going to string again.
Radiant damage is at 10. Okay.
10. Which is at 26 to hit.
And that'll hit.
And again, I'm going to do. This Sunblade is so trash. 11 radiant damage.
Another 11. All right.
And lastly, I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself full. Which I don't know how much. It's 29 HP. Boop. All that underwater, and and that's it. That's my first turn underwater. I think I have out of more time.
Don't you
But
have
yeah.
a pearl of water breathing?
Yeah, but I didn't use it. I'm raw dodging it. So that's it. I still underwater, need a turtle. And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt, Risen. We had a donator in chat.
Oh, hey, what is up there? Oh, look, see, you guys
Oh.
always coming in here trying to start nonsense.
Rachel,
Thank you.
no.
Thanks for the donation.
Joking.
Thank you so much, though. You know, we
Yeah.
always appreciate it. I always love another opportunity to put them through a little extra hell here. So, let me find your guys' favorite little pest there. Where is it at? All right, we'll get that in there at the end of the round. All right, so with that under the water, as you guys can see, Finvar and his dolphin dive under, start heading for something. You see little flashes of light from his flaming sword there, and then Finvar, as you're under there, you see its mouth open up and the water around it begin to bubble quickly and boil, and it lets out a massive blast of steam that is going to include
It's gonna cook you.
Ooh,
Boiled crab, boiled finbar.
boiled dolphin.
let's see how he's gonna
No,
do this.
my egg!
Dolphin steak.
No!
Are we about to have some hard-boiled eggs?
And if no.
Eggs on
You have a
bread?
bag of holding, Finbar.
I'm not putting the egg in the bag of holding. It's nowhere there.
Okay.
I have it strapped into my chest plate. Okay. I mean, I'm going to put my body in front of the egg.
Just want to make sure this all.
Double tasking.
Where's it at? Coming from him.
So
Bam,
much
bam.
stuff.
It's gonna be just barely enough to get all of you. Actually, love that. All right. So I need everybody to give me Constitution saves.
On it.
Constitution, oh no.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
most of them have things to help them breathe underwater. For some reason, Finbar is the only one not using such a thing. And yet, of course, the first one to dive under the water.
20.
30-20.
I'm going to use heroic
Chosen.
inspiration.
There's a dice roll. I
Alright.
couldn't keep my con save.
Ooh, dirty 20 for me also.
Oh.
And for my steed.
Oof.
Elf brothers.
Yeah.
12.
All right, so Jasper got his up to 18. Fortunately, the save on
Wait,
that
you-
is a 19.
Oh, bummer.
I think I have Indomitable. I do.
Okay.
So I can re-roll it and add a plus 11 to it.
Well, damn.
So that is a 28.
A 28. All right. Well, then everyone has taken half except for Jasper here. It's a lot of dice, so I'm just gonna hit the button and let the computer roll.
And D&D Beyond crashes.
May the odds be ever in all of your favors.
I'm considering casting absorb elements as a reaction, but I do that when I take damage, so I'll see how much it is.
So everyone takes Jasper takes 54 fire damage. Everyone else takes 27.
fire damage?
Fire
Ooh.
damage.
I'm
It's
immune
steam,
to
but
it.
it counts it as fire.
You're immune to it.
You do fire damage.
Hold on. It's fire? Do I take half because I am underwater? Or is it full?
No, it specifically states it does not grant resistance being underwater. Because it's steaming, it's technically boiling the water, yeah.
Okay, so Pinky is down. It's completely dead. One-shotted. I'm on my own.
I'm
It
going to
just
use my
poofs in little
reaction
pink bubbles.
to cast
for
a
it.
spell.
All right.
To cast Absorb Elements to give myself resistance to fire damage.
All right, so then everyone
27.
except for fucking Torin. Torin, there's a particular Frenchman out there who's coming for whatever it is you have giving you all this bullshit.
I think wasn't there a coin I picked up and you said, "Okay, cool, move on." It was like a coin or something that we have no idea what.
Yeah, I think it was a coin that had a blessing on it. Did it give you fire immunity? That sounds
No,
insane.
that's the ring of elemental command has immunity to fire.
See what happens when you're generous, people? See what happens? All right. Well, that is his one move for that turn, although he is in only I get my fucking thing there. There we go. With that, he is going to push past and continue and move closer to the ship there.
Is it passing by me?
Underwater. Yeah, you want to take your reaction?
Yeah, I
Go
am.
for it.
Mm. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Lance. Okay, I didn't mention it because I forget about it, but I have sap with my longsword, so the next attack he does is going to be with disadvantage.
Okay.
And the total damage. I'm rolling only once and twos on the sunblade. It's crazy. 11 again.
11. All right. All right, that'll bring us over to Ira.
All right, so seeing that it was over in that area, I'm gonna try and move a bit. Did I see it move further along? Or would I have
Give
to do
me
another
go
perception
ahead and
check?
give me another perception. Keep in mind, being lower means it's not going to be as high of a.
28.
Yeah, you absolutely see as that massive gust of just the torrent of steam comes bursting out of the water there, and then the thing comes pushing past. One more flash of Finvar's blade, but it continues pushing closer to the ship.
All right, I'm gonna take another swing with another guiding bolt right at this thing to try and make it glow. So maybe somebody who does more damage can hit it. 23.
That'll hit.
All right, and that'll do. Oh my god, that's a lot of ones. That'll do 19 radiant damage, and the next attack against it has advantage. And it will be glowing.
All right, so you can all see it shimmering under the water now. Anything else?
I think I'm gonna just use some of my movement to move out to here, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. Jasper, you are up.
So you saw me roll the 2 Constitution saving throws, concentration saves, to
did.
maintain that concentration on the conjure construct spell that lasts an hour, which I didn't talk about last round because I wasn't going to have him do anything because he's this giant steel construct that would just sink to the bottom of the water. But for now, since it can't do anything, I'll just have it climb out of the pit that was made at the rudder when the rudder was destroyed, and have it climb out to the edge of the railing and wait to see if the dragon turtle attacks the ship. And if it does, all it's going to do is hold its action in order to attack the dragon turtle, because that's all I can do. But for myself, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just going to take a pot shot at it using Ira's guiding bolt to load up one of the force bolts that we got in Fristfell and shoot it with a True Strike cantrip crossbow bolt. Let's see.
How big is the construct one more time?
The construct, I think, is only medium. Let me just double check here.
Okay. Just put a token on there for him.
It is medium. Yeah.
All right.
It's a medium metal golem. All
right. Throwing a token on there, and you have control of that token.
Okay. I rolled a 20 to hit, I think.
That hits.
Okay, lucky. Let me quickly roll damage, and then we'll move on. So this is just all going to be radiant. 12 plus 10 plus 22 radiant damage and just a couple force damage, 2 force damage for a total of 24.
24 damage total. Nice.
Yep. And I'll just move off south. Stay there.
All right.
That's it.
And with that, now you're flying, right?
I am flying. I'm on the carpet.
Okay. So with that, steering.
I am mirror image, so I am kind of low to the water, trying to draw some attacks.
Okay. So with that, now with the ship pretty heavily damaged there, but still they got it rigged up just enough to keep it moving. The captain trying his best to keep it away from that massive thing there is going to bring the ship up a bit and try to get it turned to line up a shot there if possible.
That's so cool.
And the one on the cannon on that side is going to radius shot and otherwise bring us back to the top with Torin.
Okay, Hunter's Mark's still up. Where exactly is he?
Still up. He is just beneath you. Just
Perfect.
about
So
5 feet ahead, coming up quickly at you.
Perfect. So that means it's no longer disadvantage. Bear with me, guys. It's gonna be a long turn. I'm gonna use a lucky dice to give myself advantage on this shot.
Okay.
I'm also going to dump a charge of the gauntlet and also make it a menacing attack on top of the Hunter's Mark. $22 to hit.
22 will hit.
So 2d10, d6, and a d12. That is 28 points of damage for the first shot. And needs to make a DC 17 wisdom save or be frightened.
Let's see. And that comes in with a 23. So he avoids at that time.
That's fine. Second shot with advantage since I hit last time.
All right.
Same thing, menacing attack as well. That's a 32 to hit
That'll hit.
for another 34 points of damage.
Good God.
And DC 17 wisdom save.
Which he fucking fails.
So he's frightened of me now. Third shot with advantage as I hit again. Same thing. I'm doing menacing again. Natural 20.
Good God.
So that's a lot of dice.
Hey, awesome.
So do I count the elemental, the gauntlets? Isn't that max dice too for using
Yeah,
those?
the way I do it, any die you would roll as part of the damage, it just
Get a calculator.
automatically maximized.
12 plus 10 plus 10 plus 6. So baseline 38 points of damage plus. That's a big numbers. Plus 27 on top of that. Plus 7. That's 72 points of damage.
Good God.
Holy moly.
Damn.
Only 72?
Fuckers are almost
Okay.
hitting double-digit damage die here. That's crazy.
So that was 3 charges of my gauntlet, 3 superiority dice. Screw it. Action surge.
What the damn hell?
So gauntlet. Let's make this attack a. Let's make this one a pushing attack because why not? Why not make it pushing attack? That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit. Is there a
For
save on that
another-
push?
Yes, it's going to be DC 17 strength. So probably going to save it, but that's 25 points of damage.
Yeah, he saves the push. And how many
Okay.
points of damage?
25 points of damage.
Good God.
Okay, and so I'm out of gauntlet charges and I'm out of superiority dice. So
Could I
now
use a reaction with the Chrono Ring of Aradiel to recharge one of Torin's superiority dice?
Y'all are vicious.
is that a thing?
Yeah, I can. As a reaction, I can rewind time. As a reaction to trigger each of the effects listed below, you can expend 1 charge to rewind time. Select 1 creature you can see and choose 1 effect. 1 resource the creature just used is recovered. A class ability or feat use, a spell slot, magic item, charge, etc.
I guess I get the superiority dice back.
Well, when he gets to his turn, if he chooses to do so, we'll see.
Oh, okay, so not yet. So okay.
Yeah, he has to activate on his turn.
Gotcha.
It says it's as a reaction. As a reaction to the trigger in each effect listed below.
Is it on there as a fucking reaction? All right.
Yep.
All right. Would you like to react, Ira?
Yeah, I'll take a reaction and give
All
Torin a
right,
superiority die back.
There you go. Superiority die, because what would you do without it? You're basically help us out here.
Okay, and I will make this one. We don't have anything special. Let's just make this one another pushing attack just to see if it'll work. Advantage to hit. That is a lot. 32 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then superiority dice for 2d10s. I don't have the d12 anymore. It's 14 points plus 7, so it's 21 points of damage. And DC 17 strength save.
Passes that with a 26.
Okay, yeah.
Anything else?
No, he's frightened of me, so I'll just stand right there.
Finvar, you're up. And with those hits, as you've attacked, you can see plumes of thick, very dark red blood start clouding the water there.
Ooh, I'll go with the what is more red. Well, I'm not going because I can't swim.
Give
Technically,
me 1 second here.
but the thing is, I'm still underwater, and I don't have Pinky anymore. But I'm going to cast her again. Below water, I'm going to whistle, and then running again is going to come Pinky, and he. Oh, it's not far from me. Okay, I didn't see it. Okay, then I'll go swimming. Could I? Is it half movement or? if move normally?
If you don't have your pearl, then yeah, it's gonna be you're swimming, so it's half your movement.
Was it an action to use a pearl?
We have to have it equipped.
Magic action. Okay, yeah, I have it equipped. Yeah. Uh, no, it's okay. I'm going to hold my breath still and cast Pinky. So I'm going to cast Find Steed, this time with level spell slot, and she's going to pick me up, and then I'm going to move 30 feet here. That's 20 more. That's 50. I have 10 left, so that's going to be here. And with Pinky's action, she's going to dodge. So any attacks to her or me is going to be with disadvantage. And I think I still have something left, but it's okay. I'm going to be still underwater, positioning myself from apart from the ship and the turtle, and I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. Just gonna bring us to the big fella here. Oof.
You have disadvantage to hit me if
I move the map.
you're about to.
All right. And for the sake of simplicity, we're just gonna bring everybody back to the.
Ooh, I misjudged where it was. I'm too far away.
Oh damn! I did not think I
Surface
was
there.
that close to it.
With that, as it can't move any closer to Torn, it's going to move here. Check one thing.
You went out.
What's that?
Could I opportunity attack?
No, it's still right within your range, just because
Okay.
of the way it feels there.
Did
That
it
is
step
still
out of my
within your spot.
range?
No, because you weren't locked in on it. It was where was it? Yeah, it was right there, so you weren't in on it. Actually, no. Yeah, you would be in its range there.
Okay,
Son
I
of a
will.
bitch.
I will take that shot then.
Nasty.
26 to hit
That'll hit.
with Hunter's Mark. That is 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
Torn's taking this thing down almost single-handedly.
That's 200 damage, and from my turn into now.
With that, turns in this way, unable to get any closer to you. Musters up its breath there. And move. There's only one possible target here. You guys and what it can of the ship. All right, so Torn, you really don't even need to roll since you're immune to this shit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Finvar, give me a Constitution save.
On it.
I just want to roll.
Oh, everyone. I have advantage. There's the 20 and 17, so there's the 20. Well, and fuck, Pinky's going to die again. No.
Take
bring
26
them
fire
back?
damage.
Yeah. Hold on. Maybe half damage?
26.
26.
And with
That's
that,
half damage, right?
Like a hot tub.
that's half the damage.
Okay, so Pinky is disintegrated again.
And with that, with still globs of blood coming out of it, it turns and begins to flee.
Oh, now I use my reaction. Because you're not
Go
fleeing.
for it.
I'm gonna
Give it a
catch
shot.
it. Blade. 29 to hit.
And that'll hit.
And that would be well, 14 radiant damage.
14. So after it lets off that breath there, you avoid a good bit of it, but still take some of the sting as it turns and goes to flee. And you go for that last strike there. You want to describe your hit?
Let's go.
As I mean, I use Pinky. Well, Pinky used himself to be bait from the breath weapon attack, and from below, I'm going to pierce with my sunblade under the belly, as a true strike as I can, and then without my force underwater, I'm still holding my breath. I shout, but no one can hear me.
Nice.
And yeah, and that's it.
So I'm imagining a reverse Yoshi situation, where you had to jump off him to get the flag. He's heading towards him, swings under, leaps off, sacrifices the pink dolphin, and uses that momentum to slash at the underbelly there, opening it up, leaving it floating up to the top, this massive shell that was once a fierce beast here. Now, just left floating in the rough waters. And that ends the combat there. I know, right, Haley? Poor turtle. What you all do to my monsters is horrible. That's why I don't feel bad. And some of my guys actually get some shots in. Alright. Well. And with that, finally finishing off the creature there, making the way back to the ship. As the battle's been going on, slowly drifting inwards, the currents bringing you closer in, and just off over the horizon, as the storm is broken, all but the light drizzle of rain. In the distance, you can see the smoke coming up from the massive volcano. You can see the land itself. And on that,
Yeah.
we're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll get back into things. Give everyone a chance to all have their cheers and huzzas. Oh, but first, I want to... As you guys can see, I'm obsessed with this Tangia thing. I'm gonna hit it again, and then we're gonna go on break, and we will see y'all in just a minute. Let me make sure that actually plays out on the thing here. We are coming back with it, but don't think that we're done there, because as Jasper was so nice to remind us here, we got a particular little nasty thing here who, on scene to you all at the time, had spawned up on the deck and at the side of the massive dragon turtle chose to hide behind one of the railings there. So, with that, why don't we go ahead and... Oh, I gotta fix this. Son of a bitch. That was still set for TC1. Gotta get him switched back out. Alright. As you all are gathering back onto the ship, Finvar's still out in the water there, making his way over. You can see a little spark of gold just around the corner, as one of the Fae peeks out to see if all the insanity is over. Let's go ahead and get another round of initiative.
Another 3. What is wrong with my initiative dice?
Okay, so how many threes does that make?
A lot of initiative rolls for 3s.
It's because the gaming god knows. They're like, okay, this guy is doing
You
the
got to nerf
craziest
Torin
shit.
somehow.
Yeah, right.
I mean, +9, it brings it up to 12.
Still crazy. All right. So we're gonna start off this one here. Let's find a good jam. First up is gonna be Jasper.
Okay. Summon construct, speed 30 feet. So dashing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60, get in its face. Can't do anything. Metal construct, metal man standing, running up to him. And I will just pop a little. D&D Beyond just crapped out. There we go.
I did not mean to cast that. I'm sorry. I was trying to read something.
Well,
Beyond going crazy now.
Yep. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at it. I think I'm within 60 feet of it. Yep. So, oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Good God.
Interesting. Yeah. Too bad I didn't do something better. That's okay.
Well,
So the last, the crit Perkins, so the last 3 dice will change here. Let me check what I rolled. I can't actually read it. So 2, 7, whatever that was. Let's just go with that. 27 points of damage, cold damage.
you say you're re-rolling what now? Because so you got 2, 7, 8, 7, 2,
Okay.
1.
So 2, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. So 2, 7, 8, that's 17 points of damage plus,
24.
yeah, thanks. 44 total cold.
I think it's 48. 48.
24. 3d8 is 24 plus 17.
41.
Yeah.
I was adding up all the dice.
Yep. So 41 points of damage, cold damage, and he is slowed
Damn.
Like 6.
All right.
I was adding 68.
by 10 feet.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. I'll stay where I'm at.
Nice. All right, Torin, you're up.
You're muted, Torin.
Hello, Muppet. I'm gonna give myself luck, give myself advantage on this attack roll. And bonus action, move my hunter's mark to him. First shot is what? 30
That'll hit.
for 20 points of damage.
Said 20 points. All right.
Yes. Second shot, a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will be 15 points of damage.
All right, with that,
And
he's already very much bloodied.
last shot. Oh, my gauntlets are acid, so 29 to hit. This will be acid damage. It'll be very low. 8 points of acid damage, and then 6 points of force.
All right, he is all kinds of fucked up.
All right,
Anything else?
that'll end my turn.
Finvar, you are up. Still off in the ocean.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are pretty low on the initiative. Well, where where I am, I can hear at least the fight going on, right?
Yeah, you're aware that there's something going on the ship there.
So I'm going to first time. I think it's the second time I used it on the campaign. I'm going to hop on the on the back of the torso, and from there, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt to the Fate, which is one, 120 feet. So it reaches, and it's going to take the form of a lance, a radiant lance. And the spell is going to miss, which is a natural one.
Oh,
The natural one.
No.
Going to land like in the sail.
the Slayer of
On the
Dragons.
back of the head.
Onto the ship. And that's it. I'm going to stay up in the turtle shell as high as I can.
All right.
I'm going to embed down there.
All right, this thing is bleeding hysterically in panic at this point. It looks between the two, you just around the steps at the top of the railing there, leaning over and firing off. Over to its side, the massive metal machine there reaches for the metal one. Let's have a dexterity save for the construct.
It's got a +0. Fantastic. 4.
4. With that, it flashes just over the side of the ship before dropping into
It's
the water
gone.
there. And then with that, it raises its little golden rapier and swings it for Torin. And rolls a fucking 1, which is crazy. That ends his turn. Ira, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move up to here, and I will also cast a guiding bolt at this little asshole. For an also nat 1.
Wow.
Looks like the guiding bolts need some guidance.
Right?
Oh my god, no! No way!
That one hits me too.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. All right. Anything else, Ira?
I will just turn around and like, nope, I didn't see nothing.
All right. Back to the top there with Jasper.
Well, since my metal man is gone, I'm going to drop concentration on that. You said it's pretty wounded?
Oh yeah, it is gushing
All right.
blood, half melted. It's all fucked up.
Okay. Well, since I had I have a habit of doing this. I've done this, managed to do this like 4 or 5 times in the loot phase. I'm going to use a lucky point, cast a witch bolt, and shoot it with a lightning shot and try to explode it here. Witch bolt, witch bolt. There it is. So this will be with advantage.
Wow.
That probably hits 30. And
Yeah, it hits. That hits.
yeah, it's
mean
not
hit.
a lot of damage. It's only first level, so 11 points of lightning damage, and we're connected. So,
Well,
and I think that's
even
it.
connected, that bolt there hits it. It fries, and you can see like a wax sculpture in the heat just melts into a pile of molten golden goo. And then with a bubble pops and the coins come pouring out.
Jackpot.
Thanks for the donation, Rachel. Appreciate that loot, Faye.
Absolutely, we always appreciate it. Those evil little things. I gotta hurry up and remake these loot phase.
Now Finvar.
What have you done?
What are you doing in chat?
What are you doing?
I did nothing. I did nothing.
Oh lord.
Not me. Bruh.
Bruh. Love it.
What else are you supposed to say when one of your teammates is giving another teammate something of that nature?
So with that, you all go home with 3,100 gold coins that drop on the ground. Let's see. Hey Rachel, if you're still there, can we get a D20 from you? You know, she likes to pop in, show all the love, and vanish, so. If not, we'll give you just a minute, and then we will. Oh, I didn't realize that was a damn fight. Okay. Plan, you bastard. Alright, so I'll go ahead and roll one.
I'd like to think that when we kill the loot thing, all the gold coins on the ground, that the copper coin that Torin finds is within it, and he just accidentally picks it up.
There
Not
we go.
like, not even.
Haley rolled for y'all and got 2. So let's see what 2 things that y'all do not need you're leaving with today.
Take a many things.
A wizard can always use more gold.
Okay. So with this, out drops a blank spell scroll. It's clearly a spell scroll itself. You can tell just by the design of it and all. And you guys investigate that. I'll get more into it. And then another, what you guys would recognize already having one previously, a Heward's handy haversack. Just throw it in your bag of holding and keep it for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's how you get rid of some of all that damn magic items y'all got. All right.
We do need some place to keep all this dragon turtle meat that we're going to gather for the crew for rations.
I have a bag of holding just for that.
If only it were a bag of colding.
Bag of colding, yeah.
What? I mean, we cook the food and no, that's it. I have a spell for remove disease and rot.
Of course you do.
Ira, can you help me gather some of this dragon turtle blood? Because it's super valuable for magic item crafting.
Of course.
Okay. So you guys are going to take some time, get out there and gather some of the resources off this turtle.
Yeah, I'll help too.
I also want to let Aelor Varn know that the dragon turtle is dead, in case he has any insight.
Slade.
Somebody comes out. Oh, good work, gentlemen. I never doubted you for a second. If you could, if you didn't blow them off yourselves with Torin's bang bang stick there, then perhaps you could recover the eyes. Blood is very useful for magic. The eyes, a delicacy. I haven't had them since I was a boy. And that shell, I will tell you, that shell is, damn near impenetrable. Well, I suppose it's not entirely true, but it's pretty strong indeed.
And I wasn't lying about rations for the crew, since we're going to be stranded for a while until we get the ship repaired, or at least they will be, while we're off exploring. I would definitely want to grab some dragon turtle steaks for the crew for food.
Okay. And so with that, as you guys get out there and start gathering some of the pieces off of that as well, Captain Book, he's gotten himself more together at this point. All the excitement and adrenaline has kind of kicked him back into gear. They've got the ship still running rough, but they've managed to at least repair a good bit of the steering and gotten some of the other things tied back off. So they eventually managed to tie off the dragon turtle as well to drag the shell behind them, heading towards the shore. So as you all are still gathering and making some progress towards it, you have, from where you are, it's about another day and a half before just fighting against, not even so much the distance, fighting against the current, which seems to one moment be pulling you in fast, the next slowing you down as it shifts back and forth, and then finally reaching just off the shores of Cretvyrn.
Underway, I'll be casting mending periodically on parts of the ship, ropes and sails and stuff to help speed along the repairs.
I'll help Jasper with that as well. Casting
We-
mending
we
where
did-
we can.
We did long rest, so I mean it passed 1 day for reaching the shore. Or how much has it passed?
Oh yeah, but again, it's about a day and a half since the fight itself. So yeah, you guys get time for a long rest there down the
I
lower
s-
decks.
I slept on the on the shell of
On the turtle.
Yeah.
Surrounded
Rather
by trailing
unsurprising.
sharks. Great
Yeah,
news.
right.
I'm working on more harpoon ammunition because I'm sure I'll probably use the rest of mine in that fight. So I'm making more of that.
I do also, just to get it out of the way, I will cast Identify on that blank spell scroll we found, just so we can identify that.
So this is a level 5 spell scroll of blink, and it is essentially a half finished spell scroll, level 5, that simply takes no more than an hour's worth of work to finish filling in whatever spell you mean to add to it.
All right, thanks. Which class list, though? I don't want to take anything away from Ira.
Seems to have no limitations. If you know the spell, or if you're capable of crafting a spell of that sort, then you can add it on to that spell scroll.
So it's a level 5 spell scroll.
Correct.
That's what you're saying. Okay, level 5.
All right. And finally, reaching the shores there, you all can see off in the distance that massive volcano just pouring smoke up in the atmosphere. You can't tell where the clouds end and the smoke begins. The winds seem to spiral it around a good part of the land here. The trees here, everything just seems massive. Just large, ancient. There's a certain almost indescribable musk in the air. And every so
Wow.
often you hear a grumbling come from the distance.
Aylor, is that the volcano? I mean,
Certainly
I
hope
don't,
so.
I don't know what a volcano is, but this mountain with lava on top, is that it?
You don't know volcano, but you know lava. You are always
Yeah.
a rather peculiar one, Finvar. You
Is that a good thing?
pat you on the shoulder.
mean-
Of course, my good boy, of course.
The size of the trees here, or maybe a turtle that we slayed here is a normal turtle.
Oh no, that's certainly Nothing normal about it. That's not a quite unheard of creature. There are few of them left out in the world. Many of them were hunted or ran off centuries, millennia ago. What one's still doing out this way is hard to say. Thought most of them had headed far off to the west beyond our domains, but to find one here makes me wonder what else might be lurking out there in those jungles.
Do you know something more that fled from the other country or the continent?
As I said, the only writing that exists of such a place are scribblings here or then of those who have been foolish enough to even pierce the veil of the storm. And they all say the same thing. Quite frankly, don't do it. But
Iron.
here we are. Yes,
Since
Jasper.
Aelor is here, he may be able to delve better than I can. Ira, are you sensing anything from this entity that's cursed you? Are you sensing any resonance now that you're on the ground?
Could I pull out the crystal ball and attempt to feel that eerie presence that I had felt when I had tried scrying on it before?
Oh, let's just hit all the big red buttons. Yeah.
Why not? We're on land now.
Are you off the ship now? Are you stepping down onto the actual sand itself?
I pull CC1 out and just start lighting a match underneath his corpse. Just like,
Yeah, I want to be the first one to touch the sun. I'm willing to plunge. Like I dive into the water, but into the sun.
Alright.
I'll follow behind him.
For fun. Yippee!
But I won't touch the sand. I'll just hover over it. Just kind of.
Do you don't like the sand? It gets everywhere. It's tickling.
I don't like sand.
I feel like somebody said that before. Some wise words.
It gets
Give me a second.
everywhere.
I hate them.
Alright, so stepping out there and using the crystal ball. Give me a constitution save.
I saw that coming.
You're not near me, right, Ira?
You're not
18.
near me.
You're the same.
You're in the sand of the ship.
I figured I had stepped off the boat and was using it on land.
Okay, so
with
then
that-
you have +3 on the saving throw.
Oh, okay, so then that would be a 21.
21. So with that, as you're holding the crystal ball, the hand that it's in tenses up. You can even see the tips of your fingers. It's little claws. You can feel them almost tearing through the skin, pushing out little points underneath it. Your eyes roll. When he sees you can see them take a feral kind of almost flexing inwards until they're set around. They're more oval and then pop back to the normal place. And you could feel something in the distance beyond the tree line. A very faint figure you can see out there. Not fully in the light, just part of a silhouette with red eyes glowing out at you. Standing a good 15 feet tall, staring outwards at you. A single hand reaches forward and a claw beckons you. Before it turns and moves its way deeper into the forest.
Seems we have a visitor.
Avisi what? I mean, we are the visitors, right?
Would anyone else have seen that if I pointed towards it?
No, it'd just be you.
Okay. Oh. We're definitely in the right place.
That's good.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Well, something's already come to greet me at least.
Hold on. Great.
A tall figure beckoning me into the woods.
Uh, that's not very nice news. I mean, how was it? Was it large like the turtle, the
Uh,
seal?
probably smaller than the turtle.
Ah,
Turtle,
then it's
turtle.
okay. Don't
Uh,
worry.
about 3 times as tall as me.
Uh, that okay, but was he like?
Glowing red eyes, dark figure, long clawed finger.
How far away?
Uh, oh shoot, how far away was it, Resin? Because
Uh,
you said it was in
from
the
where you're
trees.
seeing it, it's about 20 feet past the tree line, just where the shade kind of overtakes any of the piercing light. So from where you all stand, just off the shore, it's a good 300 feet to the tree line itself.
Just in the shade of that tree line at the top of the beach here.
Jasper, you think you can do a sending message outside of here? See what we're dealing with as per the idea I had a while back.
It should be able to work unless the storm is magical in some fashion.
I don't
So
know.
you
It's up to
have
you.
noticed it then, my boy. Give a Arcana check.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm gonna heroic inspiration that from a 19 to not much better, 23.
That's fine. It still works. So you can feel there's something wrong. Almost feels like the feels like not the right word, but something strange about the weave of magic in this place. It's there. It's present, but each strand seems to be almost vibrating at the wrong frequency. Like when a skilled guitarist strums the wrong note or is playing his guitar out of key. Just it's there, but there's something about it that almost makes you uncomfortable when you touch it.
Share that with the group. Try to be as eloquent as you were about it, and say, I think we're cut off, but I'll still try anyway. I'll just see what happens. I'll cast a sending at 3rd level. Back to Saradin, my researcher in my arcane library back at the Bastion.
Once Jethro said that, could I also attempt to use the sending stone to send a message to my sister then?
Okay. First off, Jasper, what is it that what is the message you're sending back?
The date is whatever the date is, because I'm sorry I wasn't tracking the date. The
Yeah, I
date
know.
is
I need
X.
to update it.
We have landed at on the shores of Cretvyrn. All crew intact. Please reply back with the date that you receive this message.
Moment goes by, and then you get that twinge of a response, though. It almost sounds like it's coming from very far away and seems to warble in and out. I got the same date as you.
Yeah, definitely some magical interference, I'll say out loud.
All right, and then Ira, what is the message that you're sending? You're muted.
Thank you. It would be along the similar vein of we have just landed on the shores of Cretvyrn. It is. I'm in a similar boat where I haven't been tracking the days as well.
Sorry.
No, I should. Uh,
It's
what
fine.
day
I'm as
are
guilty
you
as y'all are.
receiving
Don't
that?
worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. And same as what Jasper received, comes back strange and warbled. Be safe, brother. The dates are the same.
so
Okay.
we're uncommunicated with the rest of the world, or is it that we cannot reach them very well?
Magic is getting through, but the problem is it's distorted.
It's
So
being
Which-
interfered now.
which means any of the other powerful people that came to this area were either killed really quick and couldn't respond, or they just didn't want to be found.
it also means teleportation is going to be extremely risky
That too.
here.
We do have the Well of Many Worlds for an emergency,
True.
but that's another predicament we'll be putting ourselves in.
Yes.
Well, don't
Quite
worry,
an
we have.
artifact, the Well of Many Worlds. But on another note, if I could say so, I might caution against the overuse of flight here. Aside from the magic itself, we don't know what lurks in these jungles, and the last thing we'd want to do is give our positions away to something that might wish us ill. Again, I do wish there was more I could do, but my assistance here is little more than functional and moral. Should we be attacked, even in this most dangerous of places, I am bound by my oath.
Your oath? What oath did you take?
My oath of pacifism. We've been over this,
Pacifism?
Finvar.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's not the same kind you take, Finbar. It's a little different.
Pacifism? Nah, I'm not taking that. But it's okay, don't worry. I respect oaths. Well,
Well, it must have been off the table.
we are uncommunicated, barely. So, what do you guys think about taking a peek out the terrain? You want to
Yeah.
come exploration, Ira, to make a quick scout of the surrounding area?
It couldn't hurt.
What was that thing you did in the past, Ira, that you could make us a little bit more quiet as we traveled? You might need that. here.
Pass without trace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Just for make a clear perimeter from the ship, I think. And we should focus on the reparations. If we cannot teleport out, we should have an exit route from here.
Well,
Just
Maybe we should leave that to the crew. Let the crew handle their ship, and we could get this solved, and that way we can leave as soon as they're done.
okay.
We're limited on food here unless we go hunt for more for them, but the dragon turtle will suffice for a while.
Ooh, what would be lurking here to hunt? That's a
Who
nice.
knows? But
terrain.
if you look at the forest, it's pretty dense.
It might
That's
be
how we
hunting
like-
us.
Yeah, that's another thing. So the sooner we get in and get out, the better.
Ira, you're gonna have to take lead on this because we don't see what you see, we don't feel what you feel. So
I'll do my
we're
best.
here to support you, and we're here to lift the curse. But you are our eyes and ears. You are our guide here.
As always.
Well then, follow me. And I will also cast Path Without Trace.
Give an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
Pass without trace makes us more visible.
Dirty 20.
30, 20. So, as you cast Pass Without a Trace, feel that same familiar connection, but again, all the keys seem to be a little off. Someone playing a magnificent orchestra, but there's one person in the back playing a violin, and they're just not playing the right tune. So, as it goes off, you can all feel this kind of pressure, almost like suddenly wearing tight spandex. Your skin almost seems to have this strange pressure it's all under as the spell is taking hold. And as you all get marching offwards into the forest here.
I don't think magic's gonna work as well as we'd like it to, Finvar.
It's okay, it's okay. You will be stealthily, and that's it. We don't need magic to work. Well, not for you, Jasper, sorry.
Alright, and moving in there. Ira, give me a survival check.
27.
It's rolling bonkers tonight. That's great.
Right? So, following inwards towards where you had spotted the large figure, kneel down there and you find a massive footprint. An almost, not quite, but almost bear-like footprint, but much larger. Leading in that direction, you head further in.
Just a question. When we pass over that, if I pointed out, would anyone else have seen that footprint? Or
The
the same
footprint-
thing where...
The footprint they do see.
Okay.
And then moving further in, eventually see every so often, off in the distance, again further, you see claw marks. Occasionally, you see what looks like one of those massive claws come around a tree, grab hold of it, scrape its nails across, leaving massive marks on it. By the time you've reached over there, you see no signs of anything retreating from it. By the time you step over towards it, whatever was there is long gone. It gives you a straight path as you continue deeper and deeper. And then finally, come to a bit of an opening, somewhat of a clearing there. And on the other side of it, you can see standing almost clear as can be, halfway in the light to where only the upper half is still draped in the shadows, but the lower half is standing bare but far too much muscle, and the bottom half of an axe hanging down by its side. The hand reaches out into the light and again beckons you across the field there. You continue to follow.
I think yes.
And Aelor moving in with you all. Still, far more at this point, he's come this far curious than cautious. Though, reaching into his own magic. See how he does with the Arcana check there. Casts an invisibility spell on himself. Though, something of it a little off. And you can see every so often when the light catches him just right, he tends to shine. Brighten up till he steps back to where it's not so direct and it dims down again. As you step out into that open clearing, the beast just seems to stand there. At this point, nobody else is seeing this, just you, Ira, leading the group. And then, as you get close enough, about halfway through the field, it stops, puts its hand out like that. And then, one finger up, you can see a very faint outline as it puts a shush to its mouth. And then perks its ears up. And in a blink, it's gone. But what you do hear are massive footsteps. First, coming off from the right. A set of competing footsteps, again off to the left. These massive beasts step out into the opening there. You get your first sign of them. These things standing 17, maybe 20 feet tall, running a length 25, 30 feet easy. Jaws like you've never seen before, teeth like razors.
I called it again.
Doran, the
Stop.
fortune teller. Oh my god.
turn from every direction. Open those mighty maws. And that'll massive. One of them, some kind of scaled deer, hangs from its mouth. As it looks over towards the group, slings back, snaps it in half. The two sides drop down and swallows a chunk. As the three of them start moving in towards you all. That's what we're going to call it for tonight.
Wow, beauty. That's great.
A T-Rex. Wow, that's going to be.
Kill that dragon turtle so fast. Now we got 3 T-Rexes.
Yeah, you said there's 3 of them, right?
3 of them.
Okay.
That's right.
Dinosaur.
That's right, Haley. Did you think I wasn't at some point going to throw fucking dinosaurs in here? Y'all don't know me well enough then. There's a game called The Isle that I found online. And for about a week and a half straight, I did nothing but be a dinosaur. It's one of my favorites. Dinosaurs and trains, and you'll never shut me up. Anyways, y'all. So, that's where we're leaving off here. Welcome to Cretvyrn. And, yeah. Welcome to Cretvyrn Park. Now, how about some XP? Would y'all like that? Would y'all enjoy a little XP tonight?
Oh yeah.
Just maybe a little bit.
Maybe level 12 right before the fight.
So exploration, and then that initial opener challenge, and then a fucking dragon turtle, who is pretty.
And you expected us to be in Cretvyrn 2 weeks ago.
But I should know better than to expect things from y'all.
You're not
expected. What the crazy?
The T-Rex.
We came here to farm XP for the main plot.
Yep.
Oh, and then there was also, I forgot about, the fucking treasure fay.
This is going to be a nice amount of XP, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. So for the opening situation there, you guys are looking at 1,000 XP for that. Another 800 for exploration this session. 4,500 apiece for the dragon turtle, and then another 975 for the gold fay, for a total of 6,375 XP for this session.
I did the math right. We're at 98,575.
98.50 I have. I think I did the math wrong.
Wait, so you can do the math one more time?
It's 1,000 for the 1,000 for the opening, the selling shit. 800 for exploration. 4,500 for the dragon turtle, and then 975 for the fay.
I've got 7,275 from that.
I used the calculator.
1,000 plus 800 is 1,800. Then
7,275. You are correct. I don't know where I was missing something there, I guess. Yeah, so 7,275. All of a
so
sudden,
close to
motherfuckers
12.
know numbers. They don't know dates, but they know when their XP is short, y'all. I do got to get back on that. I got to go back and check my notes and figure out what date we are at, so I can keep better track of that, because I am. That's me with any D&D campaign, y'all. I'll go through the hassle of creating a whole calendar system and then fucking just forget to keep up to date on it. But that is it for tonight, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Who's the note taker? Normally that's Jasper. So normally I just like, oh, I don't know what it is. What is it, Jasper? But even the date he didn't know. So that's when we know we're in real trouble. All right.
Let's be honest.
Thank
it's the
everybody for
hardest
coming
thing to
out.
keep track of.
Right. Thank everybody for coming out. Appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm gonna say myself, trying something a little different with the opening ship section. I didn't like it, so we'll either tweak that or won't do that again. But overall, I had a lot of fun with the session. That was a fucking crazy fight. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Don't forget to go over, check out all my other stuff there. Go over, check me out over on, especially on TikTok. I'm telling you, I've had TikTok for years. Was never a huge poster. I've been posting more frequently now. It's gone from, maybe 5 or 10 follows, every week or two. This week, apparently everyone's enjoying what I'm putting up because all of a sudden this week I got like 50 new followers. So hey, go over there, keep the surge going, show some love. But other than that, that is it for us. And catch y'all next week. Later.
Yeah.